Well, Jake, here we are. We're looking for some shade, aren't we? In the sunshine here at Oulton Park. It's nice to say that, isn't it?
It is, I mean, it's hot, it's really hot. I mean, from my latest form, I'd be quite happy if it rained, to be honest, because the car's so good in the wet. But yeah, it's great to be a lovely summer. Summer's arrived in the UK, which is nice, because we've been wanting it for a long time now. But at the end of June, it's decided to turn up. So yeah, really happy. We had a good FP1 session just now. Car feels decent. Yeah, sure, we're not right there. I think a few people threw some better tyres on, but FP1, FP2 is going to be a bit mixed because there's medium and old softs that are going round, and you don't really know where anyone is. All you can say is if you're happy with the car, and I'm happy with the car. So yeah, looking forward to qualifying later on.
And you no doubt want to replicate at least last year, 2 wins, 3 podiums. That was some weekend here, wasn't it?
It was my best weekend ever in the championship, and look, being totally honest, it's probably going to be difficult to replicate that unless we have a miracle qualifying session, which could happen. But the hybrid, I feel, is going to be extremely punchy around here just due to the undulations of the circuit. We have a lot of uphill rises, and having that extra 60 horsepower is going to be the difference. So it would not surprise me if you see a Robo or a Pearson, as we've seen in FP1, that are right up there, or even my teammate Adam, who have the full allocation of hybrid and can really get that punch. But if we can make it into the top 6, to be honest, in qualifying, then I think we've done really well given the hybrid allocation we've got. I just really need to stay close to Tom and to Ash, obviously, and I feel like we've got a good car, so I feel like we'll be able to do that.
I'm hearing there might be as much as a second or more difference between the 2 tyre compounds this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, obviously soft versus hard, it's going to be chunky, but scrub the hard this morning. We always go a little bit harder on it in terms of when we do our scrubbing process. It felt good, I can't lie. It still felt pretty balanced. You don't have that optimum grip, but no one does. So yeah, it's going to be tricky. I think that race 2 is going to be a test. If obviously I'm lucky enough to be in that top 10 after race 1. So yeah, we'll see.
If this proves to be our warmest weekend of the year, how much is that going to make a difference to this weekend?
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, obviously Brands was ended up being pretty toasty. It was sort of low 20 degrees at Brands, and it was pretty warm. And I had a shocker. It wasn't very good for me. So I'm hoping that we've got a bit more of a handle on the car in the hot weather now, so that we can make it count for Oulton Park round. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit different for us, and we're making a slight tweak to the car for FP2, see if we can make it a little bit better, because we realise we're not going to have that power that the others are going to have, and it's the same for me, Tom and Ash, obviously. But yeah, we just got to maximise the chassis. But ultimately, chassis always wins. It may not win ultimately in qualifying, but over 3 races tomorrow it will.
Yeah. Just finally, there's a cigarette paper's width pretty much between you and Ash Sutton at the halfway stage. Would you predicted you would be here by this stage?
Well, the second half of the year always is my best. It always has been. I've always dragged it back from having a bit of a shocker of a first half of the season to be back in the championship fight come round 30, Whereas this year we've had a very good start to the season, and my favourite track's still to come.
Have a great weekend, Jake.
Thank you.